it need to make sense. How much money will you go make where you no go take happy if you dey chop am? You no go dey happy. Money where you go make where if you dey sleep for night, you go see the person where you kill or the person where you do bad thing. It make any sense. So if I dey talk, as they talk say for 34 G's, many times you get some story where they talk about it go even they make me they vex. But I don't get any choice because I need to let on know what thing they happen for all over the world, inside, outside, internationally, locally, and yonder. And that's why they always they tell and I say tomorrow again I go there on top of 34 G's for 3 o'clock. We can no miss. And I want to remind on us something. We can not forget something. We can always they take something. Say now me, love on the pass.
Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services, and meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners.
Fashion tells a story even where words fail. This is where fashion lives. Welcome to Brands and Fashion on iBrandTV. I'm Success Cameron. As usual, we'll be going into trends. Our trends for today are cropped cardigans. Now we know the full cardigans. What happens when we crop our cardigans? Okay, let's check them out.
Cropped cardigans. A cropped cardigan epitomizes effortless style. Cropped cardigans have become extremely popular recently, and for good reasons. They are light-hearted and simple to put on. They've been giving a modern makeover from the classic 90s cardigan set, with matching tiny buttons all the way up to the front and thin with cotton. A chunkier knit, larger buttons and a V-neck are now visible. These cardigans are usually constructed with lacy or very thin materials and reach just below the chest area.
And so I'm not sure if this cardigan is going to suit me. So why don't we strike a deal? I wear the cropped cardigan here on Brands and Fashion, and you guys get to tell me how I look. No lies, truth only, okay? Okay, cool. We're moving on to our pro tips for today. We're going to be discussing sourcing Ankara fabrics. They are beautiful pieces that have gone from Africa to the world. Yes, Ankara fabrics have gone global, and today we're going to be learning how they are sourced from someone who is experienced, obviously. So get your pens and papers out, because Balogun Omotayo Eniola, creative director of Owambe Africa, is present in the house. Welcome.
Hi.
Glad to meet you.
Same here.
You're rocking your natural hair. I think I've had someone rock natural hair, and it just makes me feel jealous. I'm like, okay, it's time to throw this wig out.
Nah.
But it's okay. Glad to have you here again.
Thank you.
Yes, I've been saying it, but then let's just dive into the topic for today on pro tips. Sourcing Ankara fabrics. What's the first step? Say I want to lay my hands on this piece. What's the first step I need to take?
Money.
Ha! Okay.
Money comes first in considering and sourcing for Ankara fabrics, because basically we have, let's say, about 5 different types of Ankara fabrics. We have the polyester, we have the polyester and cotton, and we have the pure cotton fabrics. And the polyester are the kind of fabrics that you find everywhere, and they're cheap, very cheap. Everybody can afford it. The polyester and cotton fabrics, which is the type B, I call it the type B fabric.
Or the medium.
The medium fabric. They are fabrics that people can actually get to reach to because they're affordable and they last longer than the polyester. Then the type C, which I call the A grade, is the cotton fabrics, whereby we have different types. So it depends on what you want and how much you have.
So different types, like what types?
We have the Itajet, we have Afghan, we have Chingonvi, we have Chingonvi satin, a whole lot of them, depending on where you want them from.
So all these are Ankara fabrics?
Yes, they are.
The type A Ankara fabrics. Okay, so money aside, how do we get the fabrics? I have money, what's the next step?
Okay. For instance, if you want to delve into the fabric business and like probably you want to sell it, we have different places where we get the fabrics. We have Lome, we have Ghana, we have Kano, we have Cotonou, we have India, we have China. That's if you want to delve into the business. But if you're just a retailer who is just willing to just go into the markets to buy, you find them everywhere, probably Balogo Market, Oshodi, and the likes.
Okay, so what's the process? But you know what, we're going to come back to the process of sourcing fabrics. But then how do we determine the patterns? You know, Ankara fabrics come in many very, what I call them, flashy colors and patterns.
Yes.
How do you decide?
Okay, for me, I am a very cool person. I like my colors being dim and not too flashy. So I source for my fabrics based on my personality. That's if it is for me. But if it is for a client, I source for my fabrics based on the person's personality and maybe color of the day. For example, if it is for an occasion.
Okay, so we're talking production now. I have money to get Ankara fabrics.
Okay.
You've talked about local places that we can get these fabrics, Kano and the likes. What's the process of going to that place and just saying, okay, I want fabrics? Can you explain that?
Okay, going to, let's say, for instance, Kano, you have readily made fabrics that you just go pick if that suits your personality. You pay and you move. But when it comes to places like China, India, you have to have like an agent whereby you talk to. You give them the patterns that you want, maybe a rough sketch of what you think you want. Then they bring it to life and send it back to you. If you're comfortable with the designs and patterns, then fine, you pay and ship it down to them.
Is it that after they don't test run, you just give them and then they produce?
That is if for me, I do test running because I do not trust anybody. There are times that you order for the grade A fabrics and you get the type C fabrics. Do you understand? So I do a test run whereby they send a sample of the fabric to me and I give them a response if it is fine or I need them to improve more on it.
Okay, so when you're talking about the type of the fabric now, are we talking about both the quality
yes.
and the pattern?
Exactly.
Decide
if I'm comfortable with it or I want them to improve more on it.
And then we process and ship down here. Okay, so we are moving gradually, we are getting there. So transportation, bringing these fabrics to stores, what's the process like?
Wow, let me not be discouraging. Tedious, if you ask me, due to the Nigerian government. A lot of tax, a lot of payments, and stress.
Wow.
So it takes about, on a regular day, 3 months.
3 months? From where?
China, India, it takes 3 months.
Wow.
And there are times that miscellaneous, 6 months, 9 months, depends.
Really? Wow. So how do you even cope with that?
Well, that's why I said there are other places where you can get readily made fabrics available. Do you understand? There are times that I have to go to those countries to get them. Countries like Ghana, I have them readily. I just pick them and pay. Countries like Cotonou, Lomé, they have them already. You pay them and you get it. But when I want a particular design, then I would know that yes, I am the one who wants this design. I want it. This is like me. This is me, not somebody else's fabric or design. So it is
What you
this
want.
is what I want. Do you understand? So I would know that I have other fabrics that people can buy while that one is coming. Do you understand? So when that one comes, it stands like me, my personality, my fabric, my brand name, and that's it.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so we've shipped in now. How do you get retailers or people to come and buy from you, or get people to just know that, okay, oh, I import Ankara fabrics, I am a dealer?
Okay, the first thing I would like to tell people is, for as long as you're a free person, you'll get people who are willing to buy from you, especially when you're in the marketplace. I am in the marketplace, so I tend to like talk to a lot of people. Before the fabric gets down here, the moment I get that sample, that first sample sent to me,
And you like it?
and I like it, I go round to let people know I have fabrics coming in. Oh, this is the design. Oh. So a lot of people actually pay before it gets here. Like, oh, I want a part of this. So once they get here, this is my money. I want it. Do you understand? So it's about networking. You going to meet people. I have fabrics for sale. This is the design. How many do you want? Okay, then we'll bargain. This is my price. Madam, I'm not comfortable. That's because sometimes the exchange rate is annoying. Do you understand? So sometimes you prefer to like get it down here before you estimate the cost of shipping and everything before giving a price. But networking comes first. Go into the marketplace, let people know you have fabrics for sale, and that's it.
Fantastic. So how has the business been, just running it day to day? And also, do people that are not retailers come to buy as well? Say someone like me, I want to do something like this, and just go to your store and be like, oh, I need 3 yards. Do you do that as well?
Everybody's welcome. Wholesaler, retailer, the end users, everybody's welcome.
Fantastic. So aside Ankara, what other fabric do you sell?
Silk, Ankara silk.
Ankara silk.
Yes.
Funny enough, I had one of my guests come on and she was sporting this very cute Ankara silk jumpsuit, and it was to die for, and I felt it, the fabric is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Is it the same process it
Yes.
takes to come on?
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to us about fabrics, Ankara in particular. It's been amazing. So you guys know what to do. I know you have your books filled up as usual. If you want to know how to ship Ankara fabrics, or just the basics of sourcing these materials, you now know, thanks to Brands and Fashion, and of course to my guests. Moving on, we have our celebrity style inspiration. Today we have Zenel Zoo. Now, Lydia Zenel Zoo is a Ghanaian fashion icon, actress, writer, producer, television personality, and philanthropist who hails from the Volta region of Ghana. She joined the Ghanaian movie industry in 2004 and has since received several awards for her work, including Glit Star Awards, City People Entertainment Awards, and Golden Movie Awards. Now, Zenel Zoo was discovered by Shirley Frimpong Manso and was shot into fame in 2010 after starring in several television series, including Tears of a Smile. And the fashionista has many times proving why she can't be left out of fashion discussions, following her consistent trend-setting experiments with numerous haircuts and style reinventions. This screen goddess loves to stun her admirers with beautiful design from her own shop. Highlights